Good morning and welcome to Game 1, Day 1 of Southern Regional Ultimate Championships. We've got two Victorian juggernauts, pardon the pun, but it's not juggernaut, it's Chile versus Heads of State's second flight team, Carnage, and Tom Ragaki, the dingo, sprightly with the disc. Chile have done well, already moved it to about halfway, but they've got a turn. Carnage have their first and a miscommunication. Straight off and then there's a goal from Chile. There you go, blink and you miss it, first point done. Chile running their primary offense at breaking down. Carnage looking to get a quick bit of flow, but he zigged when he should have zagged. And Carnage with the turn. Chile opened their account with the first goal of the game. You would have heard me call Tom Ragaki. Very sprightly. Making another appearance on the Dingoes. At least he's scheduled to. Still needs to make it over there. Anything could happen. He is a bit old. But anyway, 1-0. For those not with us in Bendigo today, it is a beautiful day in terms of the weather, in terms of sun, but there is quite a strong left to right, crosswind. So the wind coming towards the camera. So Jared Cowan with the disc now will want to keep it off this sideline towards the camera if you can. Goes to Brennan White. Brennan. And it looks like Chile's throwing a junk. Brennan gives it a high one. Rodney reels it in. Gets it straight back to Brennan. Heads of State sitting on it a bit here. Jared Cowan getting every second disc. Now Chile have transitioned. Moscovich back to White. White to Cowan. Cowan, no one near him. Cowan winds one up, thinks better of it. Looks at the backhand, thinks better of it. And there's probably a can on now. Heads of State working well, goes to Abba. Abba sitting on the flick, goes the around backhand to White. White thinks about the break backy, thinks better of it. Heads of State, great flow, poor option there. Really disappointing. Heads of State working so hard, really disciplined down the line. But turning it over at the final point there. And Chile have a chance to put the first break of the game in. And they huck straight away, and it's a really nice looking one. He's not in. Nice patience. Goes to Michael Kelly. And that's a really nice flat throw. Looked harder than it is in this kind of wind. Really disappointing for Heads of State because they worked so well. They were so disciplined to get it to the red zone, but unfortunately turning it over. And it is 2-0. Tom Ragaki still sitting on the sideline, not doing much. Is this a preview for Japan? Who knows? But it's good to see him there. Tom only playing the important points in the important games. Did play the first point. He touched the disc as well. All right, Chile 2-0 up. They get the first break. Exactly what they want to see. Nice, disciplined offense from Chile. So Chile to pull. Nice looking pull, nice inside out. That's going to come, and Jared Cowan's got some work to do, does really well to reel it in. And again, it looks like Chile's setting a bit of a transition, and it gets the desired result. Miscommunication from Carnage. A little bit of shake and bake, looks for the break backhand, gets the break backhand, and that is a goal. That is 3-0. Nothing too wrong. So just a couple of miscommunications from Carnage. Nothing too wrong with their offense as such. Their turns have just come from maybe a little bit of over-exuberance, a couple of undisciplined throwaways, but apart from that, they're looking okay, but the scoreboard doesn't, because Chile are 3-0 up. Chile punishing, not giving it back to them. So Chile will pull again. Can we see Carnage get a little bit of flow and discipline back into the game? Large roster from Carnage. They've got probably 23 odd blokes. Damn. All right, a lot of noise. Another really good pull. Chile's pull so far looking quite good. Moskovich. Chile again running a bit of a transition. Looks to Hassler. Back to Moskovich. Finds a good option through, and it looks like they're going to lock down now, and they almost have. No, they keep it in junk. Moskovich. Looks to White. White in midfield. They've transitioned now, so they've gone. Chile have gone to match. Nice one from Jordan. Little grab on their sideline, goes the around back here, Brennan, and that's a big old travel, and that's going to come back. No, pick goal. Pick or a travel. Whichever one you want. So Chile have collapsed into that match. White. Looking on the backhand, he's really setting that backhand position, throws it now, but the nice D. Michael Kelly getting the juke out, and Chile again have another chance to put a break in and make it 4-0. Bringing it in from the cone. Chile really stopping the under. Sorry, Heads of State really stopping the under. There is a bit of a breeze. Kelly on the flick. Moskovich marking. Moskovich taking away the dump. Kelly looks, he goes the flick. That one will stay in just. It's going to sit up. Oh, and almost bobbed it up to give the offender a second chance, but he didn't. So Heads of State now. Walk it up quickly. It looks like Hoss coming out of a Horo. Moskovich had a fair bit of it so far. In a nice position now, midfield. Moskovich has to reel one in, does well. Brennan White cutting up a storm. Bullman looks, has to move back to the stack. Hassler goes the around flick. Heads of State doing okay, but the count's getting a bit high. Moskovich goes up the line. Hassler bobs out of his hand. Chile look for the quick go. And that's bobble, but not in. Right on the sideline, Kelly. Lovely flat flick, and that's a goal. Really disciplined from Chile. Bar a couple of unusual turnovers. Chile have been very disciplined with the disc, rarely giving it back. I think they've given it back to Carnage once. And it is 4-0. Chile looking really strong. Looking quite tall too. Probably over 6 foot on average. A couple of tall fellas here as they walk past me.
Lucky boys. Okay, from now on, we're going to call them O and D lines. I'll let you know. We're on D line. Wednesday. It helps with speech when you come on. You're going to play both
So 4-0. Carnage doing the right things but not getting the result on the scoreboard. And if there is an end that's slightly unfavourable to score up, it is this one. So as in Carnage having to work it up. So it's slightly upwind. So Cowan to Williams. Back to Cowan. Again, Chile running that transition and getting the desired turn. There was a nice little bit. I don't think it got anything on it, but it did enough for the Carnage player to get a little spooked. Pentland goes up. There was a zig when he should have zagged. Is there a call? I think there's a call. Looks like there was some contact on the dump. The conversation will be, did he just trip or was it a foul? I think it'll be a contested foul. I think it'll go back. So you would have seen a couple of turns around the dump, and that's because this wind is deceptively challenging. As you see, Pentland goes to flick, but that's out of bounds. Pentland going with the lefty flick, but as I just said, that wind, he should have listened to me, that wind is coming towards the camera. So this near sideline is Cowan's probably in the most challenging corner of the field right now, which is why he wants nothing to do with it. Gets it over to Rabba, and now they've done a little bit better to move it to the midfield. So Heads of State want to keep it on that high side away from the camera. Goes to Jake Williams. Puts a little bit of air under it, but that's okay. And then one gets ripped, but it's not the right option. And Chile will look to punish and put a 5-0 hurting on Carnage early. Heads of State get the mark on now. A little bit of pressure around the dump, really nice patience. They keep it on the high side, inside flick. And is that it? That is. That's another goal. That was Harry White catching the goal. As you'll see. This nice inside flick. That's the one that opens it all up. After that, it's just break. So they've got to stop those inside flicks. If Carnage are going to turn it over, got to stop the breaks. Try and put a little bit of pressure on Chile's offense, but they haven't had any, and that's why it's 5-0. Chile reasonably clinical, you've got to say. Only 13 minutes in and we're already at 5-0. All right, so Chile looking, they've gone straight into the match. Oh, and again, Heads of State in their own head now. These are just simple errors. And Chile will look to put one in from the red zone, more or less. And they do, and not a lot of pressure. It's got to be said. 6-0, Chile putting a hurting on Heads of State early on. And we're going to see a timeout here. First timeout of the game, 6-0. Heads of State want to chat it over. Things not going to plan. If you're Heads of State, if you're Chile, couldn't get a better start. They're starting to roll through their lines now. Take a short break. I'll jump in the Heads of State huddle, see what the plan is, see what they're doing, see what the chat over is. I don't think we need to hear from Chile because everything is going to plan. talking about reps, just getting reps in. Games are to 15, so we'll take half at 8. So Hot Chili have a, if they get the break, they will take half. So let's see what they can do. This one sitting up. Cowan's had to reel in a few really hard pulls. Does so again. Moskovich with the disc. Moskovich having played for both of these teams, found a really nice gap to Bullman. And it looks like Chile have collapsed into their match. No, they're still running the junk. Cowan looks backhand. There's a little bit of a floater, shows a little bit, but it's okay. Goes to ABBA. They go inside, so they're Chile holding their junk here. Nice little bid, but there's going to be a call. Adam Bullman, I think it'll be a strip or a foul call. They're going to chat it over. Probably not too much contest. Yeah, it won't be. It will stay with Adam at the midfield, but he doesn't have a lot up. So if you actually look at where Heads of State are right now, they've only got 2 players in front of the disc. So everyone behind needs to move up, regardless of whether you're playing a zone. Adam has that nice big stance. Goes to Cowan. Cowan working overtime. Goes to Moskovich. Moskovich keeps the flow going, but shows a little bit too much of it. Not enough spin on that. Died pretty quick. And Chile have a chance to take half. Nice, in and back. No call. Everyone stopped. No one was sure if it was a grab, but it was a fantastic grab. Let's keep the disc alive. Nice little, everyone's confused. Kelly, he does well. He's not confused. He knows where it's at. He goes, he throws, and he's gone. Throw doesn't come. It goes to him now. Fantastic work by Michael Kelly. If you are a handler looking how to impact the game, just watch what Michael Kelly did there. Had it on the close sideline here. Centered the disc through to the midfield, and he was gone. And he made a long cut. Didn't come on the first throw, but it came on the second. And just like that, and you see him down the end there. Yep. Too easy. Got to mark him better than that. Hot Chili getting the impact they wanted early on, 8-1. We will take a short break. We'll be back with the second half from Bendigo and Victoria. This is the Southern Regional Ultimate Championships.
Yeah, we'll take it from here. Energy up! Here we go, on!
Don't stop, fellas. Don't stop. Believe it.
Hey, let's get started. Step it. Hey, keep going now for a lead.
Okay, welcome back to the second half of the first game of the Southern Regional Ultimate Championships. I went and listened to the Carnage heads of state huddle. Probably not a lot I can repeat from it. What they did talk about was just getting reps in. 8-1, the game's not going the way they want, but they just want to see reps from Chile. I'd imagine it's more of the same. This is exactly the way they wanted to start. Not really giving heads of state the disc back. Big time. And Chile again running a bit of a transition, so it looks like a standard cup. Heads of state all just about reps now. Rabar gets a little bit of give and go action. Wants to throw through the cup, wants to bring a handler back, does so now. Nice discipline from Rabar. Getting every second disc at the moment. Looks for the backhand, goes the inside flick. Chile continuing to allow heads of state that little 5 metre under. And it looks like they've transitioned now. So Rabar. Heads of state haven't adjusted. Trying to now. Have to give up a little bit of ground. Chile now in the match defense. Goes back to Rabba. Lines up the flick. Instead throws a nice one to Evan Tyson. And I think they call that the yips. Just one coming in a little bit too quick. Chile go back to Kelly. Kelly, it's all under. The stack's a little bit deep. Get out of jail. And now a nice big flick gets let go. They're going to contend with the sideline. It'll stay in. Really nice grab, and that's a goal. No, it's not. It's not in. My bad. Popko over to Kelly. Kelly looks for the backhand, then goes the break. Michael Kelly's had some fantastic breaks so far. It was a little bit of a speculator, it must be said, but it was reeled in really nicely. Dave Evans, I think it was. It is. Dave Evans was the one with the high grab. Saw this one, and we've seen this a couple of times towards this sideline. Watch this just sit up. I mean, it was half a shot to go out of bounds. Evans positioned really well, read it perfectly. Wasn't in. But really disciplined offense. Goes the dump. Then you see the swing. Then you see the score. There's a reason they run that as a drill. Michael Kelly. Send that to Teo. There we go. Not proud of it, but when you're 9-1 up, it's hard not to get on the Chile train. They are looking good. One of the contenders for the championship, you'd think. And another good pull. Mickle's got his work cut out for him. Reels it in nicely, goes to Cowan. Again, Chile running what I'm assuming will be a transition. It does look like a junk. Cowan. He goes up the line. There's a lot of him, so he was able to body his defender out. And they've worked it well. So let's stay. Get to this point. They're always getting to about halfway. But then something just seems to go wrong. Chile look like they've now collapsed. Abba to Cowan. Head to State looking as good as they've looked. Gets to Bullman. Bullman winds one up, but it's just thrown over the stack. That's a D. Looking early, and they send one deep. Really nice D, Abba, and the Heads of State team get around him. Abba liked his own work there and turned around to his opponent Max Miller and let him know about it. As you see, nice little heads-up play from Chile there initially. We saw that one go. Back live, Jimmy Mickle. Goes up the line, hits a stay, down at the dump back. It works. Hits a stay, couple of high counts. We might see one go here. Really nice heads up play. Chile get the disc back. Oh, high release flick if you don't mind over to the break side. How's that? A little bit of showtime. Tommy Duncan. High release flick over to the break side. Tom doesn't love it, but I do. The far sideline. He knew that was where the space was. A little bit of how you're going. Look at that one. To the advantage. I mean, not a perfect throw, but to the advantage of both of his players. So Hot Chili doing what they need to do. So Chile having it all their own way, 10-1. They were coming into this game as favourites, but you probably thought Carnage had put a few more on the board than they have, so they're not going to be over the moon. Still a lot of noise from Chile as well. Pentland with the pull. This one short but in. Actually very short. It'll be just past halfway. Someone's got a cowbell, not sure about that. Phillip. Nice under to Jakey Williams. Jake Williams goes, oh, nice bid from Alex, but can't get it. Chile will have another go. Ooh, nice bid, but well taken. Lapari over to Pentland. Oh, Chile getting everything their way at the moment. Caston. A few bids from Hoss, but nothing coming off. Chile doing really well, really disciplined. Caston goes up the line, has to get out of there. Nice, big raking around, backhand break. And they just need to lock down the brakes. Caston again. He goes upstairs with a hammer, looking at Aussie, and he's got it without much challenge. Hot Chile here. Looking good. Caston, you'll see there, goes upstairs. It was to Aussie. There were actually two out, similar to the last point. He had two of his teammates out on the break side, just had to find one of them.
Yeah, Brownie. That's it.
11-1. This one a low one, but it'll roll out, and it'll roll out right at the cone. Still with this cowbell. Apologies for that if you can hear it. I'm giving some feedback. So Headstad will have a little bit of challenge rocking this one out of the corner. Chile playing a really aggressive zone, and with this wind starting to be up a little bit, he needs to engage his dump. He hasn't. Needs to engage his dump. Does now. Cowan has to work really hard to keep that one in. Does that full stretch. Then throws an around flick, but that one not connecting. At least made some territory. It's got to be said, not a huge amount doing from the offenders. Regaxki with the disc. Goes the low flick. Back to Regaki. And Chile let one fly. Looks like it'll be Bullman's. It is. Went for the grab, but we'll call it a D. Cowan wide, low backhand to Mickle. At least more cuts coming from head to state. Cowan, low flick, works. Agricultural, Bully, he sees one. He lets it go to Brennan White. Brennan White caught the first goal. Bodies out and gets the second. Brennan White, 55. Adam Bullman, a nice put, must be said. Nice boxing out from Brennan, and Carnage have their second goal. You see Bully poached. Heard the call, didn't need a second invitation. Brennan White, nice bit of body. Just made sure his defender had that space between him and his defender. And Carnage have their second goal. 11-2. So we'll get another look. We'll get the third chance of seeing Chile's offensive line. Wind's starting to kick up, so if we start to see a bit of zone, a bit of junk, don't be surprised. Must be said, Chile looking pretty good. All right. Pentland with the disc. One goes long. He doesn't like the look of it. Goes back to Caston. The dump goes up the line, but he has help coming from the under. Regaki looks the big backhand, then throws the big backhand. And it's a D. Collier enjoys his own work as well, gives a little fist pump to himself, goes, look at me! Nice D from Collier. Oh, and just made sure everyone knew about it. So, head to state, get the turn. Let's see if they can put one in. Get a little bit of confidence for the rest of the tournament. Rabba has it. Williams goes break side. Rabba throws to that break. But passed. Regacki sprints to the disc as if it was a cut. Goes disciplined to Pentland. Pentland in the middle. And Aussie somehow reels that in. I think it was D once, if not twice. Aussie looks back to Regacki. Regacki winds up that big flick. Doesn't like it. Goes the backhand instead. Lovely little floater. And I think that's Caston with the goal. A couple of tall fellas out there. They all kind of look the same. Lovely flat backhand from Regacki, just towing it in. It was Castan with the goal.
Essentially, it just angled like this.
12-2. Chile having it pretty much on their own terms. Head to state keeping their chins up, keeping the vibes up. GVO, good vibes only. Ball goes up. This one will probably land in. Chile's pulls have been on point today. Oh, it's at the back. Had to say it, didn't you, Murray? You had to say it. Anyway. Up until that point, Chile's pulls have been on point. Looks once again, does kind of look like they'll come into a bit of a jump. Moskovich gets the give and go, gets it back. Looks at Mickle. And Mickle a bit stagnant in that backhand. Cowan. Everyone around. Really nice throw to break through the cup. Mickle to ABBA. Back to Cowan. Getting busy now, Jared. Mickle. And Chile have collapsed. Back into a match. Cowan. Now this is where things have gone wrong for Heads of State. Cowan rips a huge inside break. Shows a bit of it. It doesn't matter because the bully monster's there. The big bull man. He knew what was going on. Rodney. Maybe a little bit of air, but you'll only see the goal. Looks really nice out of the hand, but then as you can see, the wind just takes it. But the bull man, both Chile players, two really good bids, it must be said. Almost spoiled each other out of it. They had a little giggle. They know what's up. You know, 12-3. We're not going to crucify anyone, but the bull man had the read, has the goal. Can't teach tall, as they say. All right, so Chile, their offensive line again. (12-3) Heads of State. We'll be hoping to get it up towards 5 or 6. Although they were not coming in as favourites, they'd probably be disappointed with this. But you've got to give credit to Chile. They've been really disciplined, really clinical in conditions that I think are going to hang around. I think this wind, I think we're going to see a bit of zone for the rest of the weekend. As I think we've got, Mike, I don't know if you've got a chance over on the field over. I think we've got the nutbush going on. Like a turbocharged nutbush on from the Chile women. Might see in the background. We are in Bendigo, so why not do the nutbush? Regacki goes to Caston. They set themselves reasonably well. But Chile able to move through their primary offense. Back to Caston. Nice inside gain on the Pari. He wants the flick, instead throws the backhand. Caston acting as the axis, shows a little bit of it, but nice grab. Keeps it alive. Oh, big break backhand to Regacki. He gives a little head nod. And that one is out, and that's as easy as the last point. Huge flick from Regacki cross field. Looked really nice. You see this classic Regacki nod. There he goes, there it is, and it goes. Couple of tall fellas on the Chile line. Plenty for Tom to throw at. He didn't need a second invitation. It was James French with the goal. (13-3). As I said, if anyone's coming down to Bendigo, feels like a little bit of KFC coming Maroney's way, I won't complain. We're expecting 31 degrees today in the town of Bendigo, so if you are coming, bring your sunscreen. There's not a cloud in the sky. Beautiful conditions, but a little bit of wind around. I think we've got Tommy Duncan, I think it is, with the disc. And this pulls a good one. It'll roll out. It'll roll out just short of probably in line with the brick mark. And Chile are down. Good run down. One of those underrated things in Frisbee. Moskovich. And now Cowan with it. Oh, a little no-look back here if you don't mind from Cowan. And now back to Moskovich. Moskovich with his own little no-look. Just starting to get some reps in. All about reps. Moskovich over to Cowan. So Carnage they need to move it to the far side. They keep taking ABBA. It's a gainer, but they're still keeping it in this corner. If I was out there, you probably want to be going up their high side. Cowan. He's got nothing out on the high side. There's no big swing, so Chile are collapsing right in. There's going to be a call.
Spread it! Hey, who's fucking over there? Get someone over there.
Cowan with the disc. They're hemmed in. They're going to keep jamming it down this sideline. Moskovich, he goes outside. Look at Cowan. Almost gets cleaned up, but gets the goal. They didn't have too much lateral space to work with. They could have swung it onto the high side. That's maybe what you should have done. But a goal's a goal. Great cut from Cowan. Moskovich, nice little throw. Cowan going up the line. Half a bid from Dave Evans, but he pulled out to not end Cowan's weekend early, basically. So Carnage get to 4. Chile on 13, 2 more, and that is GG. Coming up after this game, I believe we've got Chile's second flight team, Fresh Chile, against Outbreak. South Australia, good to see him over here. As I think we'll see Jordan Hasselart with the... He'll go the inside out, which is against the wind, but that works. Rigatsky. Oh, little daisy cutter. But it works. Jason Lipari to Rigatsky. He winds up the big flick. Everyone thought he threw it, but he didn't. He goes instead the under to Caston. Back to Rigaki. Rigaki winds up the flick. Again goes the inside. Aussie gets this one a little bit tougher. Goes inside Caston. Probably best on for Chile at the moment. Hits. Goes to Lipari. Nice little grab from Lipari. Really good offense from Chile. Couple of half sniffs, but they were throwing it to that break side. It's always going to make life hard for the heads of state defenders. Caston's had a fair bit of it. He saw Lipari go deep. Half a step, read the disc, took it nice and high. A nice grab. Chile 1 point away, 14-4.
Do it again, J-Rod.
If anyone wants to bring me some KFC, I wouldn't be mad. At 14-4, we're joined by Melbourne Carnage's Dave Lockhart. Dave, what's the message from your fearless leadership?
Yeah, Dan's very excited. He's looking for everyone to touch the disc. So we're hoping to throw on catch and enjoy ourselves out here in the sunshine.
Very good. What are we going to see this point, Dave? Predictive for us.
Well, with all the firepower we've got on this line, I could easily see J-Rod throw into Dino for a big score. They've been doing it all day. They've had huge seasons on the track, and they're looking red hot.
Red hot. Coming into our Masters tryouts, I believe, as well.
Masters coming
I think it is. Yeah, but they're red hot.
Yes.
Yeah, you'd imagine.
Look out for them. Look out for them.
You'd imagine they're walk-ons, right?
Walk-ons.
Yeah, yeah. Jay Cowan, B. White, and Dave Lockhart, all walk-ons for Masters. You heard it here. Nice little pull, and this one again goes out the back. I'm going to stop calling them nice pulls because when I do, they're bricks.
Great pressure on the puller, J-Rod.
They're going to bring this one up. And it looks like they might go. No, they are going to keep throwing this junk or zone. They bring it in. Cowan. Big open stance backhand. Gets to the high side with Moskovich. So ideally they want to keep it on that side. Rabba. To Abba. To Bullman. Back to Abba. He gets it at the end zone line. Rabba goes up the line and he grabs it and it's 14-5. Well done from Carnage. They'll be happy with that one. That was probably their smoothest offense to date. Made possible by a big open stance raking backhand from Rodney. Got it to the high side, and even though they moved it back towards where the wind was pushing them, it forced Chile's defense to oscillate a little bit and gave them some separation down this strong side. So again, the cowbell, don't quite get it. Sorry if you can hear that on the feed. So game point to Chile. Pool goes up. Pentland, Jasper Pentland, centers it. Chile looking really good. Have already almost got it to halfway. Rigaki looks the flick. Really disciplined though. I thought I'd say that. And now a big break backhand goes. Caston is probably been best on and fittingly catches the game-winning goal. That is GG. And that is the first game of the Southern Regional Championships run and done. The top flight Chile team taking out the second flight heads of state team. Relatively easy, 15-5. We will be back at 10:25 to watch Fresh Chile taking on Outbreak. Until then, Chile open their account. Carnage with some work to do, but we will be back for the second game in Bendigo at the Southern Regional Ultimate Championships.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
fund
our
our
work
work.
to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
ULTI.TV